that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either.
Their brand of politics, I guess.
But if you can't think for yourself, then you're not really free, are you?
No, you're not. You're not. But I've been excluded. I've been excluded on Oprah, you know.
On Oprah?
On Oprah.
In a shocking turn of events, Oprah Winfrey, known for her calm and composed persona, was left visibly stunned as Ice Cube revealed dark secrets hidden behind Hollywood's glitz and glamour. The revelation, which has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, left Winfrey momentarily speechless. Cube, with his trademark bluntness, pulled back the curtain on the power manipulation and untold stories of the music and film industries. As the world watches, the tension between these two icons has captivated audiences, leaving many to wonder what lies beneath the surface of their long-standing public personas.
What platforms have banned you?
I've been, I tried to go on The View. They didn't have me on The View.
Why?
Well, a few of the guests just really didn't like where I was coming from. So, or a few of the hosts, I mean. So that's what I was told by the producers. I don't know if the producers was just copping out and using some of the hosts to not have me come on and explain myself, but I've been excluded. I've been excluded on Oprah. You know,
on Oprah.
On Oprah, yeah, I've been excluded. Yeah.
I would think you'd be the person Oprah would want to promote. I mean, you grew up in South Central. You were successful at a young age. You have dignity. You say think. Like, I thought that was the goal.
Me too. You know, I don't know what it is, but you know, several of I had a movie called Barbershop. You know,
yeah, I remember
that I wasn't invited to participate with the cast. I produced a show called Black White, and it was a very controversial show. And once again, they had the whole cast on, but I wasn't invited. So I don't know.
On Oprah's show.
The controversy between Oprah Winfrey and Ice Cube stems from Cube's claims of being snubbed by Oprah and The View due to his controversial opinions. In an interview with Tucker Carlson, Ice Cube revealed that he attempted to appear on The View multiple times, but was turned down because his views didn't align with the show's political stance. Similarly, he felt excluded from Oprah's talk show on several occasions, citing instances like not being invited to appear with the Barbershop cast or promote his show, Black White.
Wait, that sounds like right-wing extremism. And what aboutism?
But I've been shut out. You know, some platforms will not have me on.
Why?
They don't like that I'm, an independent thinker. I'm not part of the herd. I'm not part of the go along to get along gang, so to speak. So, I'm an outsider. And so, I'm not part of the club.
Ice Cube is shaking up the gatekeeper just by making appearances with Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, Piers Morgan. He's having an impact. He's normalizing a behavior of, hey, let me go sit down and talk with anyone and reject the programming that I can only talk with who corporate media, the Democratic Party, Democratic politicians, and social media tell me I can talk with.
Ice Cube has expressed frustration with what he calls an elitist club within Hollywood, claiming that his refusal to conform to industry standards and his outspoken views have caused significant professional roadblocks.
That I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their fucking club. That pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people be like, what? Who? Come on, man, stop playing. So, ever since I put out the contract with Black America, you know they've been here and there, this and that. But it's cool, you know. I expect that. You know, I've been working with, on the big three for a long time, and you know how they've been with me with that. I done made it, plain, simple, and clear what they've been doing. The NBA, with us. Now, a lot of people might say, like, well, kid, you want to work with the NBA? Really, I don't give a fuck about working with the NBA. What I want them to do, when I say work with us, is to stop working against us. Stop doing that bullshit behind the scenes that we know you're doing. Mainstream media, they ain't fucking with us. And that's cool. We can do it ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We still on the rise without these.
Ice Cube's recent statements about Hollywood's gatekeepers highlight his belief that an exclusive network of insiders is blocking real progress for those who don't conform to industry expectations. He's expressed frustration over barriers designed to prevent people like him from reaching their full potential unless they adhere to unwritten rules. In response, Cube plans to launch the Gatekeepers podcast tour to publicly address these issues, aiming to reach a broader audience and advocate for greater transparency and autonomy within the creative industries.
What am I going to do to deal with these gatekeepers? Well, what I'm going to do is go on the Gatekeepers podcast tour, and I'm going to go talk to everybody, and get a chance to get my message out to the people. Be able to let people hear from me, and you might agree, you might not, but the important thing is, for me to go on these platforms, say what I feel about what I think. And, some people may get pissed off because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing. And it's gonna be a crazy summer. It's gonna be fun. Appreciate y'all. Always support the big three. Hopefully I'm doing stuff that you guys dig. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for people that's bored as in the summer sports, and want something cool like the big three. So here we are. Appreciate you.
Oprah Winfrey, known for championing social justice and equality, has faced accusations regarding her treatment of certain...
This movie was important because it created a space and roles for a group of Black women.
Yeah,
that
I would just like to say about this whole I heard I was trending yesterday because people were saying that I was not supporting Taraji. Taraji will tell you herself that I've been the greatest champion of this film, championing not only the behind-the-scenes production, but also everything that everybody needed. So whenever I heard that there was something that people needed, I'm not in charge of the budget because that's Warner Brothers. That's the way the studio system works. And we as producers, everybody gets their salary. That's negotiated by your team. And so whenever I heard there was an issue or there was a problem with the cars, there was a problem with the food, I would step in and do whatever I could to make it right.
Taraji P. Henson highlighted that she and other Black actors, including those in The Color Purple, received lower pay than their peers, sparking significant backlash against Oprah, who co-produced the film, lack artists.
Well, Oprah Winfrey is hitting back at claims that she created a negative experience for the cast during the filming of The Color Purple.
Our speculations started when one of the film's stars spoke out about being paid inadequately in Hollywood, as well as criticising production for making cast members drive themselves to set in rental cars. But the media mogul has shut all of those rumours down, saying there's no bad blood between the pair.
In these discussions, Ice Cube explained how his controversial decisions, such as refusing the COVID-19 vaccine for a film role, highlighted how his independence clashed with the industry's go along to get along mentality. By partnering with Tucker Carlson, a conservative figure, Cube challenges Hollywood's expected alliances and has been outspoken about the need to rethink how media and cultural discourse are controlled by elitist networks within the entertainment industry.
Do you think that it's harder to be a man in America now than it was when you were a kid?
Yes. Saying what you feel, being yourself, is what they call toxic. We shouldn't be called toxic for our instincts. I was born this way. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, why can't we be ourselves? We were born this way too.
So there are some groups, like if I say I'm trans, and people say that's great, you were born that way, we affirm you.
During his interview with Carlson, Ice Cube made remarks on transgender identity that fueled backlash. Although his comments were brief, many perceived them as dismissive, especially when he compared identifying as a different gender to wanting to be treated as a different species, like a pigeon.
So there are some groups, like if I say I'm trans, and people say that's great, you were born that way, we affirm you. But if you say I'm just a dude with male instincts, you're not affirmed, you're attacked.
Yeah, I mean, everybody doesn't really have to affirm me. If I wake up and say, I feel like a pigeon, I want everybody to treat me like a pigeon.
The analogy sparked criticism, with many feeling it trivialized transgender experiences and identities. While Cube didn't elaborate further, his brief comments were seen by some as reinforcing stereotypes, intensifying the controversy surrounding his appearance on the show.
Some people may say, whatever, Cube, treat you like a pigeon. But some people may choose to be like, dude, no. That's your world. I'm not part of it. And I have to be ready for that. It's a big world out here. Everybody doesn't have to adhere to me.
Oprah Winfrey has been a staunch supporter of social justice movements, using her platform to promote discussions on systemic discrimination, inequality, and other social issues. After events like George Floyd's police encounter, Oprah hosted specials with influential voices like Ava DuVernay and Stacey Abrams. She has also shared her personal experiences, speaking out about the impact of racial profiling on her loved ones and advocating for change.
You got kids in college and the commencement speaker is likely to spew out woke rhetoric. Encourage them to stand up and walk the hell out. That will be one of the best life lessons that you can give them before they head off into the world themselves. Play the clip.
You are the generation that is forced to depend on body cams to obtain justice. And even then, accountability, as we've seen again and again, can be so hard to come by. You witnessed the storming of the Capitol and the death of civility. You're acutely aware that voting rights are being gutted, women's rights are being dismantled, books are being banned, history is being rewritten.
It is funny to me that a lot of these people pushing these agendas are already filthy rich and largely unaffected by what they want the rest of us to comply with through either being forced to change or agree with. And it is so weird that the Dems seem to never be concerned about the real issues like inflation, high gas, foreign threats, and the crime.
Why do you think we're in a happiness slump in America?
Ooh, I will tell you, one of the most profound reasons, I think, is because everybody is looking at other people's social media, what they believe to be other people's lives, which is only a snapshot of other people's lives, and feeling envy about that. And one of the things that Arthur and I talk about in this book is that envy is the great destroyer.
The happiness killer.
It is the happiness killer. And so anytime you're looking at anything else with envy,
you have already killed your own happiness or your ability to be happier in that moment and probably in moments.
In maintaining her image as a saintly figure, Oprah has openly supported gender fluidity and emphasized the importance of embracing one's true self.
You need to surround yourself with people who are going to stimulate, inspire, and lift you up, who are going to give you energy and not take energy away from you. And if you're around people who are taking energy away from you, that's an energy drain, and that is the sign from your instinct, your inner voice, your intuition to say, let them go. Wow.
Many critics, including prominent figures like rapper 50 Cent, have accused Oprah of disproportionately targeting Black men in her support of the Me Too movement. For instance, 50 Cent criticized Oprah for focusing on allegations against Black figures like Michael Jackson and Russell Simmons, while seemingly overlooking similar accusations involving white men in Hollywood. This has led to claims that Oprah has not consistently supported Black artists, fueling...
I didn't have anything against Oprah.
You just called her a bitch.
I'm going to tell you why.
You named your dog Oprah, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Look.
I remember that.
No, look. Every time she made a mention to hip-hop culture, it was something that was wrong with it. And it was something that was on my CD that was the largest debut in hip-hop album. You're looking at it and you're saying that everything that's wrong with our culture is why I'm a success.
Wow.
So when I actually got a chance to talk to her, she was like, I never thought about it like that. She's not where she's at by...
Ice Cube's recent statements about Hollywood's gatekeepers highlight his belief that an exclusive network of insiders is blocking real progress for those who don't conform to industry expectations. He's expressed frustration over barriers designed to prevent people like him.
Why have all of the girls went missing that was at that school graduating class and nobody is talking about it? I'll tell you why. Because you guys are protected and I don't appreciate it. I want you guys tap in, tune in, comment. If you guys know about it, talk about it, spread the word, share this. Those girls in Africa went missing. That was at Oprah's school, Oprah Winfrey. Where are these girls at? Has anybody found them? Why is there not enough coverage? But those 5 guys that were missing, RIP, definitely feel bad for them. That's a lot of coverage, of course.
Founded to empower underprivileged girls, the school has faced allegations of misconduct in the past, raising significant concerns.
Authorities found out about it, and the employee was charged with 13 counts of getting inappropriate with kids. Turns out at least 6 girls aged 13 to 15 were allegedly systematically and ritualistically targeted. Oprah went on record saying she was going to look at the situation, but after her investigation, the employee was cleared of any wrongdoing, and some allege Oprah had a hand in trying to cover it up. But these incidents continue to rock the school, including a newborn baby being found unalived at the school, which some say was for trafficking.
In an interview on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, Monique confronted Oprah Winfrey about their long-standing feud. Monique accused Oprah of betraying her by allegedly blackballing her in Hollywood after her Oscar win for Precious. She claimed roles she was promised were given to Oprah instead, and that Winfrey and Tyler Perry were behind this effort.